Yeah, alles werkt.
Dat.
Yes! Wauw. Ik denk niet dat er te veel druk op komt te staan.
Het wordt ook wel redelijk verdeeld, hè?
Ja, precies. Dat wordt verdeeld.
Als het een teken is, dan is het helemaal perfect.
Ja, dat is alsnog wel handig.
Ik heb teken gepakt.
Kijk.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy!
Yeah.
Jetzt können wir. Ach, ich bin geile Spitzenklasse, Alter. Los. Steck mir eine Banane rein.
Scheiße.
Okay,
Yeah, we need some fucking more tape.
Yeah. Hello. Yes, awesome. Hello. Hello. Right on. I think we're live, which is good. Hey guys, this is a little special session we're doing. Today I'm not really doing any music whatsoever, particular, but we are testing something way more awesome, which is gonna be a big part of the modular live streams. Oh, no, not the modular live streams. What am I talking about? This one is gonna be a part of the live shows. Something we've been working on for the past couple of months, actually, is figuring out a way how to do live stuff the EDM way, without being EDM fags and without needing direct sync or whatsoever in the way of doing something like MIDI sync or whatever. So instead of that actually being able to sync everything that we're doing, like every visual trigger and stuff like that, with things that are happening within the modular environments, without having to lose the random ability of a modular synth. In the end, we came up with a system that actually allows us to trigger everything with CVs, audio analysis, trigger, stuff like that, and still do awesome videos with that. I'm gonna see if this works. Because now, for example, if I stop this for a second and we go to number 8, yes, here you see right now a lovely little screen. Wait up. What's all this? My god, I'm horrible with the mouse and stuff like that. What you see now is a visual. And this visual is based on some isometrics. And what we can do with this visual is some pretty awesome stuff, which we're going to explore today for the very first time. Actually, you know what? Let me just hand over this mic to one of the guys who are actually working with this stuff, because I cannot explain shit about this, and then I can patch a little bit more. Wait up. There we go. Tristan, here, take it.
I don't really know this mic. Do I just speak into it like this?
Yeah, just speak it to the sticky end.
Yeah, the sticky bit. Alright, hi guys. I'm with KBK Visuals. This is my buddy Sam. You can see him on the screen.
Here, wait up, let me show you guys the screen.
Hi.
No, that's right here. There you
Hi. We're still. This is. You're looking at something that's really very much still in development. But the idea is we're linking up Max, Resolume, and Colen's synthesizer to try and create a sort of hyper-reactive, super intuitive system. And what we're going to do today is try to just play around with a couple of loops that I made beforehand and that we're controlling parameters of using inputs from Colen, which include CV, triggers, to control like arpeggios, and or like if he plays an arpeggio, we might be able to like control a sequence in the video with that. We can also control intensity of the visuals and like the opacity and that kind of stuff, brightness, and we're still playing around with what else we could possibly control. The idea is Sem here created the Max MSP patch that actually links up to a module in Colin's rack, which we use to translate his outputs to OSC commands in Resolume. That's basically it. And aside from that, the rest is experimentation and fucking around. Yeah.
All right. So, mind you guys, I have no clue how any of this actually works. The only thing that I know is somewhat how you can actually, or the things that you could actually do with this in the end. Because the funny bit is that they are going to be adapting to a modular workflow, which means that they will have to make sense of all these CV and triggers and audio signals and stuff like that. They already have quite some very awesome ideas with this on how to implement it. So I am very curious as to how this is going to work out, but I will let them somewhat guide me on what they need, and I will feed it to them, and then from there on we can see what it does. Right, so what do you guys need?
Audio and CV.
Audio and CV. I can start with, holy shit, seems like last show I was doing stuff at 300 BPM, which is a little... that's a bit much, I'd say. I'm going to feed you guys a kick first, because that's something I have to patch anyway. And from there on, once we have this, then we can see what else we can do with this. Sorry, I'm still having a bit of a cold. Oh, that doesn't sound like a kick at all. Let's have a look. Ja, jij kan nog niks binnen, nee, maar ik stuur hem nu naar je door. Oh, from now on today I have to patch everything twice. To send it once to the audio and once to you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's okay. I don't mind double patching. Here, let's have a look. Okay, now you have it.
That's loud.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. I'm sorry, I don't have any real attenuation over this.
That's okay, we can gain it.
Alright, here, let's have a look. Okay, I see something happening.
Yeah, it's already reacting. But we don't want it to react to that.
Sweetness. Okay. Meanwhile, I will patch you guys. Would you like an arpeggio melody or something like that?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, let me.
That's really cool.
Yeah, let me see what I can do with that. Because I can imagine just a pulsating kick is not the most groundbreaking stuff you've ever seen. But maybe if we do something like this, let's see. No, I'm super excited about this because if this all ends up working out the way I'm hoping it does, this means that we can actually do some mind-blowing live visual stuff and everything without me having to stick to one format, and everything will always end up being just as dynamic as all the rest of this modular instrument actually is, which for me is a very, very big bonus. Let me see, where am I going to patch this? So you guys are really getting in at a point where nothing has really been patched yet, and I haven't seen any of this so far. So right now I'm super curious how this is going to work out. This is literally our first test with all this stuff. But here, let me see. I'm gonna do a bit of this. The goal of this whole patch today is not musicality, by the way, in case I haven't said that yet. This is all really just to test how this is gonna end up looking. Alright, the little visuals you're seeing right now have also been made by the KBK guys, by Tristan to be exactly. So let's have a look where this is gonna end up. So here, let me do this. At some point I'd like to see what this does. There we go. This goes here. Okay, there we go. Guys on channel 2, you now have now something else running. You're seeing it? Yeah, let me get this a little louder on the stream. Just a bit. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put down the mic for a second, guys. Hold up. Right, let's see, so we're gonna also multiply out this pitch control, because outside of using audio signals, it actually gets a lot more fun if they're using CV signals. Why? Oh yeah, wait up. It's because this mult is always being a little bitch. This works, and now let's have a look. I'm gonna feed them some direct CV signals so they can actually do something cool with this. If only this cable were long enough. Hold up, I'm gonna find a longer cable. Oh my. Oh, I like this. Okay, so now what up here? This is pretty awesome. Okay, so now you have this. Okay, I wanna try a few things. Yes. Although I'm not sure if you guys are getting this with latency or not in the stream. You guys are not getting any latency?
Zero latency, and the audio maybe a little bit in the software.
Alright, that's good.
Basically zero.
Cool. But I'm not sure how this works for the streamers out there. I hope you're not seeing any latency here. But over here, everything locks up mighty tight. So here, let's have a look again. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this so much. Here, wait up. This is awesome. No, I know that there's gonna be some latency in the stream and stuff like that, but I mean more, the latency I'm talking about is the images you guys are seeing right now. Does it make sense with what you're hearing? That's the only thing that I kinda need to know. When the kick hits, does that do anything in sync with the image that you're seeing, or is that all audio and video super tight? Exactly, that's what I'm looking for. Good. Awesome. Okay, that's good. This is gonna be so fucking sick. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna need something else. Otherwise, this is gonna. Oh, you don't have. Okay. I'm just gonna patch an extra hi-hat in here. Otherwise, we're all gonna go crazy. This one is for them. Oh man. Oh, the guys here are having a lot of fun, by the way. Let's have a look. So you guys can actually see what's going on there. Here's my software control. So yeah, basically right now these guys are taking these individual signals and converting the CVs and the audios into stuff that actually works for them. And they have these rendered loops. If I somewhat make sense of all this. They rendered out a whole bunch of loops that all work together on an isometric grid, so that they can at all times toss in an extra loop to play with, and then from there on mess with all kinds of little parameters to make it jiggle along nicely with the music that you're hearing. The first time when they showed it to me, they had loaded up this potato with a face and the arpeggios could move the eyebrows, and the bass lines could open up the mouth and stuff like that. And that was basically the idea that that led us to all this. So now we're up to this point. We're still at an early stage. Like, this is the first time we're actually testing this. Ultimately, we're gonna have everything, so all voices and all rhythms and everything, filling up all the screens and stuff like that, and doing total sync. But for now, we are gonna have some time to check out what actually works. Shit, I kinda like this. And so, if I decide to glide the CV, what does that do? Okay, now let's have a look. It's enjoying the chaos, it seems. So there we go, this is all nice and smooth. Ah yeah, of course it's going all over the place, because if I glide it, it's gonna take all the steps in between. And it's not gonna morph from point A to B, but it's gonna hit everything in between as well. Okay, let's have a look how we would do that. Okay. Okay, I just want to scale this chromatically again then. Let's have a look. So, yes, somewhat. Global, yeah, you need something like a master clock. Sure. Here, I'm gonna feed you the same clock, by the way, so you just get constant 16th pulses. You might enjoy those. Yeah, some form of stability in this swamp of chaos. Here we go. Okay, you got some general clocks now into channel 2. Here, someone is would be cool also to control picture by analyzing FFT, stereo image, etc. addition, and not only CV.
It's funny that you should say that.
It's funny you should say that, indeed. No, because apart from CVs, we're also doing spectral analysis of all the audio signals. So we're doing amplitude information, we're doing pitch information, spectral information, and everything is being done at the same time. So apart from the, maximum of 64 channels of CVs and triggers that we can read, we can also analyze 8 to 16 channels of audio information. and the combination of those two is let me see, the combination of those two eventually is gonna give you the other stuff. So for example, when I'm opening up a filter, can you assign something to the melody?
Right, yeah.
Where if I...
We can try out the
Yeah. See if you can combine a spectral thing where if I open up the filter, the whole thing lights up a little bit more.
Right.
See if we can do that. Aha, Div Kid in the house. Hey there. How's it going, Ben? Doing some visual checks here, and I think this is gonna be insane. This is gonna be fucking awesome. Hey there, Talia. Hope you like what you're seeing. Here, I'm gonna speed it up a bit, because this is gonna put me to sleep. Ooh. I kinda like this groove. But this hi-hat is way too loud. That's better. Okay. So let's have a look. What else we have here? Hey there, Valter. Okay, so meanwhile the guys there are checking a couple of things. Here, let me see if we can have a peek of what they're doing. Yeah, look at the guys. This funky setup. Let's have a look. So let's check it out now. Let's go back here. Do you guys have anything with it yet?
Right, so which channel are you going to do the filter sweep on?
The filter sweep is the same one as the baseline, so that's channel 2, I think. Yeah, channel 2. So if I open up this one, oh, there it is. Oh, nice! Holy shit! Okay. Sweet. Okay, so if I open this up. Okay, so there's a couple of stages where it goes, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here, let me give you the mic again.
Right, so what the FFT is doing is it's comparing the low end to the high end. So, and it applies that to one parameter that basically opens up when there's more high compared to low. So when Colin is low passing the audio, the parameter will be low, but as soon as he opens up the filter, yeah, the parameter opens up as well. That's what he does.
Alright. So let's have a look. Now basically we have a sweet spot so far. We're gonna have to calibrate all these things. Because right now it's almost fully open at this point. So let's have a look.
Also depends on what sound is for the filter. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have
Yeah.
it will be higher.
Okay, so let's have a look if I can make a sound with richer overtones. Here, let's just take a bunch of white noise and.
Right, yeah. I've been testing it to white noise as well. So.
Okay. So there we go. Here, this is the max. Here, let's see. Okay, I just gave you some white noise plunks. Let me see if I can combine it with a kick and make it awesome. Oh yes, Berlin. Bergheim calling. Let's speed it up. Let's have a look. So as you guys might have noticed, this stream is not so much about music as more about little experiments we're doing. But if this all works out, it's gonna be fucking sick. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, this is doing something. And now, how many layers are you looking at right now? 2 layers. Hi. Here, I want to try. Ooh, I like the red. Here, we're gonna put down the mic for a second. I want to play with this. All right, here. Let's have a look. I got the guys here to talk a little about what they have going on. What's going on in your lives, guys? Tell me, what is this? Okay, so let's start. For example, here, how is the light effect enclosed in the image? Several layers with masks.
I'm not sure if I understand the question.
All the light effects that you see spots lighting up. Is this a layer, or is this 12 different steps, for example?
Right, yeah. So the little light that you saw stepping away, basically the CV is controlling 12 steps, like from 0 to 12. There's 12 notes in an octave, so we took one octave and made that correspond with 12 positions on a timeline. So if you create a loop of 12 flashes, in this case there's like these little flashes in the machine thing that I built, and there's 12 flashes and at kind of random positions that I made in with the lighting. Yeah. And now when Colin starts the arpeggio, a note will correspond with a position on the timeline of that loop. So it's basically jumping back and forth through the timeline. Originally, we wanted to do this with single note clip triggers, so that when you play the note, it would trigger a separate image, but processing wise and just the way the system works, it was better to put them in a single loop of 12 seconds. In this case, 12 seconds. I mean, it could be any length, but we chose 12 seconds. I hope that answers the question.
So, are the visuals rendered in 2D or in 3D?
This was all made in 3D using an isometric camera. Well, some of it's actually made in After Effects in 2D as well. It's a bit of everything, whatever's available. Glad to be of help.
Yeah, so from here on, people are basically just summing up things that can be done.
It's cool, man. Suggestions are really welcome.
Yeah. You see, like here someone says, if the change is somehow moved parallel to the CV value, it will probably be possible to do beautiful stuff. It's like every CV change makes a totally different image. Yeah, basically. That's
yeah, that's basically it. I mean, we're really playing around. Like, I think in the end, we're probably going to have a huge database of different loops, and we decided to put it all on this. For now, we kind of wanted to give ourselves, like, when I was like creating this like sort of test set, I wanted to create kind of give ourselves some restrictions, some visual restrictions, so we could, like, have something that kind of all works together. So the isometric sort of look was a very kind of gravitated towards that. But I mean, this could be applied to theoretically anything, and I think by the time we go live, we're going to have a lot more to play with, and it's probably going to be a lot more rich and full of stuff.
Exactly. Let's have a look, because there's usually also some people watching this on Twitch. Let's see. Anyway, yeah. I think that's about it on what the people are saying right now.
Yeah, we'll get back to questions later.
Yeah, sure. Here, let's go back to trying a couple of things. I'm gonna just put down the mic for a second. If anyone in chat asks what the hell is going on and why you can't see any of the blip loop cables and stuff, just try and explain them what we are doing right now. We're probably gonna geek out for a moment more. I'm just gonna put the microphone over there with you guys so that if you ever wanna say random shit, just go for it.
We have the power now.
Yes.
We can expose all his secrets.
Do it. I dare you.
we have actually thought about using a game engine. It's a cool question. I think I've heard people talk about it more and more. We at KBK have been talking about the possibilities of using Unreal Engine. I mean, in the case of most VJs that I know, I think pretty much everyone's starting to think about that, and I think it's going to go in that direction at some point, definitely. For this project, we're also just exploring possibilities with Resolume and Max, because those are still two of our favorite programs, and they're going to continue to develop. We know the guys behind them, and they're all really creative people, and they're all thinking along the same lines. So, yeah, game engines rock.
Wanna get high? Hey guys. You wanna get high? Don't forget to bring your towel.
Voices all around. Anyway, might be time to explain to the new guys who just joined the stream and don't have a clue what's going on right now. Let's explain a little bit about what we're doing. So all the images you're seeing right now are all being triggered and controlled by the modular system. And I must say, it looks fucking cool. Seriously. The guys who have been working on this are sitting in the room right now. Yeah, let me get all this sound down a little bit. So the guys who are here. Oh wait, but if I do this, then you can't see shit anymore. Because what was the image responding to just now was. There we go. Hi-hats combined with this. Okay, so this is what we're going to be looking at for a second. So yeah, everything, all these individual parts in the system are linked to certain scenes in Resolume. I have no clue what I'm talking about, but I'm just repeating what people have been saying. So everything that is happening within the modular system right now is triggering scenes and stuff that happens within layers. And it all listens to both CV and audio. The audio is doing amplitude analysis, spectral analysis. It's looking at pitch. It's looking at waveforms and stuff like that, and converts it into useful data to manipulate the imagery with. At the same time, the CV and the triggers and stuff like that is also controlling stuff like switching, positioning within time of the loops that are being played. And all the loops and everything is made on one massive grid that all interlocks with one another, so that no matter what scene you select, it will always fit with the other things that are being played at that moment, which basically gives you one massive gem environment to play with. Now what we're doing here right now is we're experimenting with what looks cool and looking at what controls we actually need, how to attenuate certain things. And from there on, right now we're still in a very, very easy early stage of development. We're going to look at what works, what doesn't, and how to develop from here on out. Already so far, I am super, super happy with what I'm seeing. I'm tripping the fuck out. Shit, I mean, this is like all my favorite computer games meshed into one thing, and I'm playing it with a synth. How cool is that? That's so this stuff is making me very happy. Hold up, by the way, let me make this live as well. There we go. So yeah, from here on out, we're gonna be working on new shapes and new loops and new layers to play with. And we're gonna see what else we can do with this, because basically, basically the cool thing about this is now we somewhat have this engine. We can start controlling anything. Like, since we already know how to convert the data and stuff like that to anything else, we can put this at the core of each and every CV-based live project that I'll be working on, and do cool stuff with it. But right now we're still in step 1, and for a first live test, I'm pretty fucking happy with what I'm seeing. So I hope you guys are enjoying this instead of the cable madness for once. And this is kind of like having a huge video clip of an unfinished song. I kind of like this. Yeah, next time we definitely should put up a projector. Something like that. Maybe move it to the... Yeah. I like that. Yeah, next time we'll definitely put up a screen or something like that, and we can somewhat mimic the live environment. Or we should just move it to the main hall, actually. And, totally nerdy, but it'd be cool if it actually showed a simplified version of the waveform occasionally.
Right.
Yeah. So that you can sometimes capture the wave that you're seeing and toss it in.
Like a literal visual translation.
Yeah, like a literal visual translation. Yeah. Here, wait up. Let me give you the the mic.
I keep keep forgetting we need a microphone for this kind of stuff. Else I'm just talking into thin air. Yeah, it is totally nerdy. You're completely right. But we're all complete nerds, so you're in a safe environment.
This is your safe place.
We're in our happy place. Yeah, we're already like geeking out on what else we could possibly add. I mean, things like actual waveforms are actually kind of cool. I kind of like the sort of the literalness of it. And this sort of minimalist approach works really well because I think a lot of small elements put together to create some kind of big breathing machine kind of appeals to, I think, most of our artistic sensibilities, especially. And I think it kind of has a lot to do with the music itself as well. And this system was made by Sem, who's sitting next to me, and he spent the last couple of months being a complete dweeb in our office. And we're figuring out how to use a thing we built ourselves. It's a lot of fun, and it's also very confusing at the same time. Yeah, the live feedback source in Resolume is pretty old school. It's cool.
Because here someone is asking, what is the intention of this visual? To keep changing, keep being interesting, because right now, last few minutes, it's just an isometric grid and a few hexagons blinking. Well, this is true, but last few minutes, the music has also been nothing else but a kick and a hi-hat and bass line doing the same thing. So this thing reacts directly to what I'm playing here, which automatically is gonna be very boring if nothing happens. So this is actually the perfect visualization of a panic attack, I guess, including the black spots and everything. But basically right now what you're seeing is an early stage of the technique, and from here on out you can fill it in with all kinds of weird shit, you know. It's we can use these controls to play with positions on the grid. We can try and actually make interesting movements, make stuff really react to what we're seeing. We can let me see. Yeah, basically all this is basically going to sync up in a live environment where people are going to be spaced the fuck out of their skull anyway. And we're going to try and tip them over the edge with some cool imagery combined with music. And so yeah, this is all from a VJ standpoint. But it's going to be fucking sick. I'm super excited about this. Actually, I'm not going to be the one who is doing these visuals. Someone here is actually deep within the VJ world, it seems. Do you want a VJ, or can you split up your attention between the modular and visuals? I can't, but I won't. I got a couple of very cool guys with me who I trust with the coolest things on earth, and they'll be doing everything for me. And they're actually the ones who designed this particular bit. I mean, having all their stuff reacts to 64 channels of CV and a whole bunch of audio is something to master, to say the least. So we're still going to be figuring out a couple of ways to work with this. But the framework of this is the core right now, and it's gonna it's just gonna get more and more interesting from here on out. But indeed, if the music is boring, then the visuals will probably end up being boring as well, because polish a turd, it's still a turd, you know? And from there on out, if the music is cool, then it's all just gonna be an extra push over the edge to get you there. So yeah, that about covers it, I guess. Let me see. People want to see rainbow colors. Let's bring it. Rainbow colors. Rainbow colors. Oh, there we go. Oh, it makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. Rainbow colors. Rainbow colors. I need them. I need more rainbow colors. Rainbow colors. Rainbow colors. There you go with your rainbow colors. You get what you asked for. Hexagons, rainbow colors. So how's that for rainbow colors? Rainbow colors. Acid clouds. Oh man. Oh, it makes me so happy. Layers are activated according to frequency or a particular CV. Activation of layers happens right now through human interaction, I believe. Let me hand it over to you.
I think to explain it very simply, we get to choose. We have like a little routing system that we made. We've got a little prototype set up here that Colin plugs modules into, and we get to choose whether we want to interpret the CV or FFT or audio or gates and triggers. I think that's the ones we have. Am I saying that correctly, Sam? Yes, I'm saying that correctly. And then we get to apply those to different parameters. So we get to say when a kick hits, that controls the brightness of a certain layer, and then we've got that all routed through Resolume, and then in Resolume we do kind of have like a final manual control over the whole thing in a live situation using a controller, and to kind of either add an extra layer of dynamic to it, or make adjustments accordingly. Because I mean, in a completely automatic system, you wouldn't have the artistic ability to control what's happening, and you could get stuff you don't want. So we've got a bit best of both worlds, I hope. I hope that answers your question. It was a bit long, sorry. We could actually, but I'm not sure we have that set up at the moment. No, we'd have to hook up one of our capture cards to the laptop, and that's not with us at the moment. But yeah, maybe next time. It would be fun. We could actually do stuff with feeding a camera from Golen working on the synth, and then feeding that back into the visuals, and then putting effects on that and controlling them through the effects he's doing on the synth. We could actually do that. Oh god, you've set me off. Sorry.
Right. Hey guys, I'm gonna cut the stream pretty soon. Because I have a lot of stuff to process right now. Yeah. Anyway, I guess you guys somewhat get the idea right now of what we're working on. Let me bring us into some more chilled out rainbow colors. This is good. This is good. Oh, this is good. So yeah, basically, oh, here's the question. How do you put CV gate into Resolume? This is, yeah, that's one for Sam actually. Here, he's coming over. He'll talk a bit about that. It's something he built for this actually, so.
Right. So I first tried reading out CV with an Arduino. That turned out to be a little bit too slow, and we needed more channels than the basic 6 analog inputs, I think. Yeah. So we quickly decided to move over to another chip, and that's the Epson 64. The Epson 64 has, as the name already says, 64 analog inputs, and it streams it over the internet, over Ethernet. So you get 64 channels as OSC input. So you can already convert those digital numbers quite easy to whatever you want. Scale it up, scale it down, and send it over to Resolume, basically.
So there it is, all our secrets. So now, go call Deadmau5 and tell him you have an awesome idea. No, anyway, that's basically the one of the core things behind this. But from here on out, what we have to do is practice with this, because there's tons of things we can do with this, but it's basically all about rewiring your thoughts and everything into practical patches. That's basically what they're doing right now, is trying to convert patch workflow to layering workflow, and see what happens. So yeah, this is something we're going to be working on for the next couple of lifetimes, I guess, until we have something awesome and cool with it. I'm super excited about this because it really, really allows. I am so much freer right now than any DJ will ever be with this setup, and that's what I really like about this. Is there's no hard clock sync whatsoever. I don't have to match a video image to a certain song. I don't have to wait for all that bullshit. Everything can be built right from the ground up, and everything responds immediately. So yeah, modulars win. I'm just messing with all you DJs out there, but no, yeah, I'm happy with this. About audio into Resolume, just slam it into your audio interface, I guess. Yeah, basically that's it. Yeah, exactly. It's fairly easy. Anyway, I'm gonna go back home and hope. We'll probably be working on this for a while from here on out. But thanks everyone for checking it out. If you have any groundbreaking ideas or stuff that we have to try out, please just mail it over to info@colinbenders.com. I repeat, info@colinbenders.com. Everything and anything that you send us will be reviewed by us, and if it's a ridiculous idea, we'll call you out for it. You will be judged, no pressure. No, anyway, hope to see you guys again next time, which will probably be somewhere next week. Anyway,